so easily. Now the XXS forced to drop the arena. He will just try and turn around, but those illusions from Eurus doing too much. Back Tron is the one taking the damage. He'll blink out. Sonic Wave is there, but they got the Nightmare up from DY. Now the curse was on the Venge, but he dies immediately, which means Tron will also time the Quap. And now PYW just casually committing Echo onto Fade. They do get another kill. Vici Gaming are just getting everything they want off this map at the moment. Aster not really able to keep up yet.
No, this is some perfect timings from Vici. They're just playing aggressive with the Metamorphosis, and then right after send Eurus back to farming. That's just him with a Yasha. It's not even that much farm on Eurus just yet. He is going to finish up his Manta style in a very timely manner now. You compare that to SCCC, he still needs to finish up that Battle Fury on the AM. Once you have that, the farm does escalate, but PYW?
Yeah, probably 10. Impal's gonna come out and he's definitely gone. Trying to scout out SCCC and just soak XP off him, steal some camps if he can. So they're gonna try and hit mid lane for a bit out them. You don't really have the greatest push style lineup. It can be a bit hard to take down these tier 1 towers at this moment. They don't really have a choice, but just keep trying to secure farm. We do have that Battle Fury now up, SCCC, so not all bad news. His farm should escalate on the PYW has the blink up now, so you have very easy ways of being able to close the gap and lock down this AM.
Yeah, I mean, they've already got that great Phoenix grip up with the slam and long range now. It's just going to be harder for SCCC to take any risks in farming, so they've got to play a bit more passively. They do clump up top. They're trying to find someone, but Ori just zips away, so this clump up not going to lead to much. There's no objective to take. Just gonna have to try to farm the wave and go back to the camps here, Aster, as they still wait out. Yeah, Chuan wants that Orchid up and running before committing to any further fights. And VG, well, Ori is saving up for a blink of his own. He has his Orchid up himself. They just want more mobility on that Ember to really pump out aggression.
Yeah, I don't think they need to really try and drag this game out. Eurus is going to be the one, of course, taking the priority with farm, and being able to get as much mobility as you can is never going to hurt up against an AM of all things. Looks like bot lane Vici Gaming will start to pressure a little bit. There's no real kill potential onto XXS unless you are willing to commit the Fiend's Grip, which they may possibly do. DY is there, but even then, it may still be a challenge. Top lane, Ori is currently being dived here from SCCC. We'll be able to remnant out on an immediate smoke out from Vici. Run straight into Baboga, and they'll have to just accept the line control. Not quite the one they wanted to go for, but they'll take it. That actually does open up that bottom tier 2 tower if they so wish. They aren't quite ready for that.
Yeah, they do have the Metamorphosis up on Eurus. That's going to be a really nice objective to take. He even finds an Imclaw for himself. Just all the things you'd want for the Terrorblade being dropped, and well, he is going to chip it down at the least. They've got a lot of heroes from VG's side to stop the defense. You see SCCC up top trying to split push as well. It's just, it's not as fast on the AM.
Slow. Very, very slow. Vici Gaming not going to give that space away. We'll take another T2 tower. Now, Eurus is just inching closer and closer to that Iron Skadi. And the rest of Vici Gaming seem very, very willing to continue going for more fights. They have it pretty much every ultimate up. You've got the equity. You don't have the meta. In just a moment, it will expire, but they can certainly try and defend that top lane.
The rune of regeneration.
Ori will be there to just defend himself on the Ember. Fade might try and go on to Ori. Do get the Spike Carapace, the Impale as well. They might have enough damage here. Ori, can he get himself out? Yes, he can. Just fine.
That wasn't enough mana burn. You don't have a level in the mana burn on Nyx. So,
Yeah, he just dies so quick. The curse comes out from Baboka, but now the Fiend's Grip catching up that Mars, got nothing to cancel it. They just used the curse. And so the Mars, he drops very low, still Crimson Guard is popped. He will try and survive the best he can, but he understands he's going down. He'll just try and fight back a little bit while he's still alive. That's going to open up Vici Gaming now to just keep pressuring mid.
Yeah, there's nothing to stop them. They've still got the Slammer PYW. They've got all the tools they want to fight, and they even trap a Phil at the top.
It's not good news for the side of Aster. They will spy Carapace and just try to make a run for it, but PYW will have the blink up very soon, and now, well, they kind of just runs the other way. Surely. He's making a mission out of it, but he is definitely dead. And that'll make it a 6 to 11, 5k net worth lead now for Vici. I mean, they are really just completely dominating this game. Of course, Aster are still relying on SCCC to be able to pull them back later on. He's getting to that point where he is very, very close to the match style. But Eurus is remaining on top of the net worth board. He's still sitting 2k ahead of the AM.
And that's not where you want to be if you are the AM. Like, that's the entire point of the hero. The flash farming potential is really the main draw of him. And, oh, Ori?
Yeah, he's in trouble. Bravo. It's XXS that's again. No, he's been behind, but PYW gets it for the Echo. Sonic Wave will secure 2 anyway. Ori coming back in now with that DD. Silence out onto Chuan. The Cold Embrace will save him. They do back off. Eurus. So he's going back in. Not really much to accomplish here as the Terrorblade now without those supports up.
School given.
You do have the Fiend's Grip there, so you have a potential chance to be able to catch someone out and get a kill with the meta, but it is probably too late. We'll say Ori will just go hunt for somebody else.
That's a nice little pickup for Aster. All of these wards they do have now in her jungle are keeping them really safe. So this is preventing a lot more aggression from Vici, and you're just gonna have to wait a while, farm up. They do buy out smokes now. So PYW still wants to maintain that aggression, and as long as that as long as they do avoid those wards, they should be able to find it. DY is starting to scout out those wards. So some of that control is taken out. Aster has to be slightly cautious as VG are not weighted here.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Aster, they're going to try and make that T1 push happen. And Eurus will come in. You don't have the meta up, but you can secure the plus easy. It's more worth it, but still, it's not looking that easy. He's been caught out of the bane, and XXS is making a run. There's the Cold Embrace, and they'll buy back on DY, but now the curse is there. On Terrorblade, they just want to back out of here. Bane with a great impale out. Now the Mana Void being committed, but Eurus, he does get the Sunder off, and it's back after the fade. They will get the Nyx Assassin. Can they get any more? They committed a buy. They definitely want more. Ori, not to be able to catch up the Mars. Baboka, what's left behind, so that could be the kill to just go for it. Well, that's what they'll do. You'll find 2 supports on the side of Aster. They won't really be able to get any objectives. SCCC is, of course, just pushing the map as he does as an AM, but you've still got the Roshan.
It's gonna be a relatively simple one for VG. Aster do have to kind of fight into this. They've got a couple of their ults, and as he snipes a courier, so nice gold for himself. Ori
gonna try and steal this Roshan. Experience. XXS, 5 seconds for that arena up. You are fighting into the meta. This is a very dangerous predicament here. DY Echo committed from PYW once again on the 3 heroes fade, and XXS goes there, and now Chuan's gone.
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
And it's back to the Roshan for Vici game.
Just like that, they secured themselves a road. Really good discipline from VG to get that fight going. Aster just clumping up on the ramp, giving PYW a very easy slam, and Well, there's not much you can really do now. All you can hope for is S-Triple-C uses this time to farm up. He's saving up for the Scotty next. That will give him a lot of nice stats, but Eurus, he's one item ahead. He's just saving up for that MKB right after.
He's gonna run straight into S-Triple-C. Blink away. Reflection gonna be out, but that'll be it.
Good.
Top lane Boka's gonna have to be a little bit cautious as Yang is having a look through the tree line, and I believe almost put him out with that wave of terror. Might show himself now with the Splinter Blast with that creep wave and dance. But they've got S-Triple-C there just in case. Just continue securing farm on the AM. Mid lane, Fade looking to go after Ori on the Ember. Can't quite get it. This is really your time to fight without the Echo being up. And of course the meta is also down. So if Aster needed to fight, this time to do it, but they are just holding out. So Fade is keeping vision out on Vici Gaming. No, they will not be able to make a play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a missed opportunity so far. I mean, you're just giving time to VG to get those cooldowns up, and they're going to be ready to fight very, very soon. They've got a lot more time left in that Aegis outside of VG. So, Aster, you've got to be cautious now as they are clumping out bot.
There's nothing to take bot, John. They're just there to farm. The tier 2 tower is gone. Just yeah, they're just maintaining radiant control. Aster's doing the same up at the top lane. But it's just going to play that split push game. Aster is still reliant on just split pushing the map with the AM. They aren't too interested in fighting yet, especially now that all those ultis are back up. They're just putting their faith in each other. So Eurus, he has the MKB up AM with the Eye of Skadi. Both teams might try to go for a surprise reveal on those items, and you've got Ori there with the BKB now on the Ember.
It's a lot of item timings colliding and just kind of meshing together. Even our Mars finishing up that Vlad's gonna help maintain a presence here for S-Triple-C if he does join in these fights. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see those factors in play. It's just that neither side is really interested in that fight. Although VG.
Top lane, they are gonna go after XXS on the Mars. He's a tanky boy, XXS. Arena is going to be dropped, but it will mean nothing. He is going to go down. Mid lane, perhaps they can make a play onto Yang. Yang is by himself, but he's near that tier 2 tower, so the TPs are coming in, but S-Triple-C does jump in, and DY looking for that main strip. Doesn't quite get it on the AM. Mana Void, Sonic Wave, everything being thrown up, and now the finisher, the chains from Orbian now, the big strip is out with the Echo from TYW. They have the control, or maybe they don't. S-Triple-C, he does get himself out. They do lose Fade. And it looks like they might also just lose Chuan, who's trying to blink away. They don't have the chain any longer, and they won't actually have the damage output. So they don't lose the biggest cause, they only lose the pos for Nyx Assassin. It's not too bad, but Vici Gaming, I mean, they're still just coming out on top.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue as the counterspell is starting to really keep S-Triple-C tanky, but VG, they got a very good courier kill there. That was the BKB of Chuan. So it's going to be 2 minutes until he actually does have the BKB. That's going to be a massive opening for VG if they do keep that. They still have the Metamorphosis up in Eurus, so they've got a lot more to get done here while this is up.
Top lane's going to be forced in now from VG Gaming.
Dire's bottom tower's getting pushed around. Radiant's top tower's under attack. Radiant's top tower has
Top T1 gone.
Dire's bottom tower's under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Bottom T1 also goes down, so Aster will just continue staying away from
Radiant's
VG
top
Gaming.
tower is under attack.
You've always got the BKB up on S triple C. But once that's up, he may be a lot more confident going into these fights.
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
But you might lose that T2 top tower in the process as Eurus does just commit, and now well, they're thinking about high ground. You have the meta. Fiend trip up in 3. Looks like it might just be a bit of slow siege here with some terrible illusions, just getting some pip damage in. And Aster isn't really responding, like they're just pushing the bot wave into the tier 2 tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Eurus gonna show himself on the TB. He'll just take the farm over here at the bot lane, and there is gonna be smoke from Vici Gaming rushing through the river.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
They're unable to scan out where anyone is from Aster. And, looks like Aster is just not free out of there. They all pretty much get back up towards that top lane and they'll be safe.
Yeah, it's a decent avoidance for Aster. That really does benefit them a bit more. You've got some nice spikes here for VG. They've got that halberd up on Yang. That is the BKB up, S-Triple-C up as well, though. So, you know, there's a little bit more leeway for our AM now to just stand and fight. But VG, they continue to smoke up.
Speedy rune of haste.
Rushing onto Baboka. Will be just fine. He does evade them. Roshan hit S-Triple-C, gonna blink onto PYW, but now the Nightmare's out. No Fiend's Grip, S-Triple-C, he will just be allowed to walk out of there, but Ori comes now with the chains onto 2, going after Fate on that Nyx Assassin. XXS gonna jump in, but a nice fish round from PYW. Now Curse is going to be out onto the Ember. They drain all the mana of Ori, but the Nightmare going to save him with the Sleight of Fist on. But he does go down, with Yang also dying to that Sonic Wave, and PYW unable thanks to S-Triple-C who commit the Echo, but it doesn't do anything. But now the full grip out from DY, holding down the Common Embrace will save him, and Eurus is running out of teammates.
A dominating
DY
performance.
going to be focused down here from the AM. Now Fade with the Impale still up onto Eurus. He is all alone. He will try to fight back. But it's just so hard being inclined around like this. And Fun, if he's gone too far, he will go down. But it doesn't matter. They still get the full team wipe off. And that is a great amount of golden XP going in the way of Aster.
That was a lot for them to take out, and they do tie up that net worth lead down to 1k now on the side of VG, so they bleed out a lot. That was just a much cleaner fight for Aster. They were staying disciplined, they stayed split up. PYW Slam just came out a bit too late at the time, and well, he didn't have enough items up on Eurus to overtake, so they're gonna have to be a bit more cautious. S-Triple-C still trying to find more.
Yang. PYW is going to be there with the Fisher, and he's going to try and just hold S-Triple-C back. He'll use him up, and S-Triple-C, he won't go any further, of course. He'll just blink out of there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Invisibility. Double down on sorcery.
There's some really good runes in S-Triple-C. Invisible damage on the AM. Just really getting the roll of the dice there. As Aster, you know, they feel like they've got that momentum swing back. They're buying out smokes. You can see VG trying to prep for the same. Want to keep that aggression up. VG in a bit more of a cautious spot. Metamorphosis isn't quite up yet, and well, the Slam's gonna be up a bit earlier, but you don't want to run into the enemy team while the mate is still charging up.
I don't think Vici are really interested in fighting anyway right now. That last fight was just a tough situation. Interestingly enough, DY, he actually goes for the BKB. It seems the real problem is this Orchid coming out of Chuan that continues to cancel off the Fiend's Grip. So they're not able to really finish off S-Triple-C on the AM anytime. Now with the BKB up, he's got a lot less to be worried about. Still S-Triple-C now going for the AC build up on the AM. Making him a lot tankier and a lot harder to deal with. Vici Gaming, they may be interested in buying for a smoke now with that BKB up on the Bane, and the pings are coming out, so they are interested. Way to get towards their tier 2 tower. No, or maybe they'll bait with Eurus first through that mid lane. So no smoke happening here.
This is a lot of time to build up though. Aster, of course, S-Triple-C is going to hit his level 25 talent really soon. It's going to be a big spike for our AM. Does go for the Mana Void cooldown, so gonna have that continuous mini stun and a good amount of damage coming out as well if you're not cautious. So do hit that mark just a bit earlier than VG does.
They have smoked up behind Eurus. Trying to bait, but it seems as though Aster are aware of his fate. Up in chains, he is going to be out onto XXS, but an immediate swap out now from Yang onto that Mars. They want XXS dead, but the cold embrace continues to save them. They've popped the metal now. XXS does die, but the Winter's Curse will come off DY, and Yang also goes down. Now S-Triple-C, man fighting up against Eurus will drain all the mana of the TP as Ori will jump in on the Ember once again onto Fade. PYW there with the Fisher, does connect on the Nyx, and Fade does go down. Still a messy team fight for Vici. They were just unable to really get the grip off perfectly, and the curse ended up cancelling off that time. Vici, I mean, it wasn't the worst in the world. You still got a 3-for-1 if you count the buyback of that Wyvern.
They've got to wait out for that metamorphosis though, and that does mean Aster, if they want to fight, they've got that opening. They don't have to wait for massive cooldowns like that. Even the Winter's Curse is a bit shorter. They scout out the Roche. There is a ward there from VG though, so going in is a bit of a risk. And it does look like that is going to be the next objective for both sides, just not wanting to give that Aegis and Cheese away.
Stick around that Roshan pit. Gone to that point where S-Triple-C just kind of feels uncontrollable now on that AM. Gonna spot out Ori up that top lane, but can't really hold him down.
Big issue right now.
Yeah, what's the big issue?
For him is he runs out of mana way too fast. You never see Eurus manage to play around with Sunder at all. Just too much coming out from that AM. He does have his butterfly up on Eurus. He's saving up his BKB next, but that will close out all of his slots. Like, you have to remove his boots as well. So you're reaching that point where you're starting to peak on the TV. The AM is also starting to peak, but he's got that one slot still left, and it's going to be down to perhaps tier
lane. Ori is going to jump in onto that AM, but they get the cold embrace off, and Eurus trying to burst through the HP pool of that AM, but he's surviving. They've got the Bloodthorn up on Ori for the added damage potential on the AM, but with the cold embrace, they just need to kill off that Wyvern, it seems. They're going to try for that Roshan if Vici can. See if they can sneak this one out. It does go down very, very quick with that Bloodthorn, and well, Courier's both going down there for Aster. Are they going to take the time for this Roshan? Not quite. The Aegis will clear Ori. Now the arena to be dropped onto PYW and Eurus. The Nightmare will save PYW. It got the Winter's Curse off, but it's not doing too much here against Eurus, who just fight back with the Fiend's Grip on the AM. Nobody's cancelling it off. Eurus still trying to go off XXS though. The Fisher is dead and will eventually get this Triple-C, and now XXS does go down, and they'll go after Fade on that Nyx Assassin.
Guys, putting up a barricade.
The earth thanks.
It's just That's really costly for Aster. Aegis and Cheese onto VG. They've still got some time in the Metamorphosis. They can go into the high ground. They still have the Slam in PYW. They've even got that team fight tool available, so they do get started here.
13k net worth looking here for Vici, and they're feeling confident with this high ground. Tier 3 will definitely be gone. It's just a matter of whether they can go for the racks, but with those heroes down with no buyback, it shouldn't be too hard. They do get one. They want to try for a second.
Someone's putting in the legwork. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Rax looks to go down pretty quickly. They're trying to slow it down with the Impale of Fade.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
He's silenced up, but still being confident enough to try and finish this Rax off, and they'll use him up. It's not allowed to happen. Fade's gonna go in. Fisher is out. Now there's team back onto the tree line. XXS trying to control Eurus. The Battlefield now, they feature there. Eurus right now. PYW gets in there with the echo, but the curse is gonna stop going any further. Still Eurus trying to make a run for it. Can he do so? The swamp is up from Yang now. Just making sure he gets away, and Ori's distracting the backlines on the Ember, popping his own BKB. He does still hold the Aegis. Just doesn't want to lose it like this. He might start leave PYW behind, but Yang will swap him out now as well on the Ember. Just make sure he gets it. They'll give up PYW and Yang, but it seems well worth it for those two lanes of Rax going down.
Almost certainly. But the one thing that Aster did have there in the fight that Vici didn't were tier 4 items. SCCC was just out clearing camps, off the drops for his team. VG didn't have access to that power spike. They're gonna have to try to clear out those camps quickly before Aster can try to find a little bit more on the map here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh boy.
Big
That's that's the all-in.
Tower has fallen.
If SCCC can just focus down on the big targets, that could end it.
He's gonna try that tier 3 tower. Gonna be in trouble. They're gonna try without that meta. Oh, he's actually up. So for Vici, can they fight this out up against SCCC? He'll get the first lane of Rax.
Dire's middle
No, that'll
barracks
be
has
it.
fallen.
They just go for a quick lane while they can, and they don't risk losing this divine too early on. Probably a good idea to save for, even though you don't really have it, you just save for buyback gold here on this AM, because you never really know you're gonna need it.
Yeah, we're at a perilous spot now for both sides. VG knows that this is the point when AM can get a bit ridiculous with the Illusionist cape, with that Divine. There's just a lot for them to play with. VG need to be a bit cautious. Next Roche is still a long ways off, and there's not many objectives on the map to take except for that top set of racks, so their options are limited. Aster can slowly build up during this downtime. They've still got the power spike left for Chuan to hit level 25, and Aster do smoke up.
Smoke on smoke. Eurus gonna run straight into them, gonna turn around, but now the arena is there from XXS onto Yang, but get the bench quick. He does go down. Now Eurus with the BKB fade. He does also die, but he'll buy back immediately. Onto XXS and Monos. DY being taken down here from CCC. They just want that Fade dead. They can't quite reach him at the moment. DY still trying to run away with the Mana Void. We'll kill him off. He'll buy back. XXS will not be able to survive the damage of Eurus, but the buybacks are set to fly out, as they might lose Baboka, and they do. Ivan's gone for another 50 seconds. Vici, will they be able to capitalize?
It's risky. They've still got the Slam here on PYW. They've got the Fiend's grip up. Not too much time left in that meta, and that might make Eurus feel like playing a bit more cautiously.
XXS, Dust is going to be there. Fade, Speed is going to be out from XXS. They still want that Fade, and they should be able to get him, but the Fisher wasn't quite enough. You really don't want to take this fight without DY's Fiend's grip on that AM, because this CCC just seems unstoppable as long as that's not around. So they're going to go with the smoke, trying to find more stragglers on the side of Vici Gaming. Nobody's around. They are all hidden inside the base. Are they going to rush tier 4 towers? It's almost like they're thinking about this. I mean, it's just a Bane down, but it's so much control that it might feel like this is their opening. They'll slowly start on XXS. Now Eurus is going to go in. You've got that meta up. Whether he wants to, or he does, actually does it for another 40 seconds. XXS, team are dropping. There goes one. Now the arena with the Echo from BYW onto the AM, and now the Rip comes in. Yes, Triple C's down. The Divine is gone. XXS. I mean, all he can do is hold the shield up. The Boca is going to go down on the Wyvern now. And there goes Fade. The Divine on Eurus. They will not be able to catch out Mars.
Radiant's middle
But
tower
losing
is
that
under
Divine
attack.
Rapier. I mean, I wouldn't say it's game over, but it's really tough to come back from this.
Oh, it is. And Eurus, he has Metamorphosis back up. They can just rush those tier 4s. You do have the glyph up from Aster to buy you some time. There's the Winter's Curse as well that will be up when Wyvern respawns. So you have some tools to stave this off. And it's just so hard. You even have the haste from Eurus so he can run around as well.
Gonna easily go for those tier 4s now. I mean, you could try and secure Megas, but with no buyback available on SCCC, it's gonna be really hard to hold this back. That's Triple Tower already gone, and now Eurus going after the other will easily take it out. XXS able to shield up, it's taking way too much damage. He'll throw the spear in with the arena, but the Fiend's Grip captures out the quad from DY. They've just got so much control here from Vici Gaming. There goes XXS. DY goes down, but there's Schwan, and that'll be it. They call GG. Vici are way too far ahead. And that'll be a 2-0 victory for this Vici Gaming side.
Yeah, they continue that win streak over Aster, coming back from a different tournament and beating them out there, doing it a much cleaner run this time around than this series.